one? It must not be, because we hear from him, that's for sure. I know we got another one here from New Jersey. St. Joseph High School, where it began. He was J. Dubs back then in the day. That's going back a few semesters.
Yeah, I remember.
And I mentioned about Lisa playing other sports. Jay did too. He was soccer, if I'm not mistaken, and volleyball, I think, in high school. And these are things that helped him, helps anybody play this great game of ours. I also mentioned earlier about academics. When he was in high school, his grade point average was 3.6. And that led him to Durham, North Carolina to play for Coach K at Duke University.
Woo!
Yes. A national championship at Duke. The Naismith Award winner in 2002. That Naismith Award presented right here in Atlanta by the Atlanta Tip-Off Club. He was the second overall draft pick in the NBA to the Chicago Bulls. He went right behind Yao Ming, who went #1 to Houston. And then on June 19th of 2003, things changed. And he will talk about that. You know him now on ESPN Game Day, wherever we are on Saturday morning. Boom, right on, because I got to hear what this man has to say. Please welcome from ESPN, Jay Williams.
I actually need everybody to do something very quick. Can we all stand up for 1 second? Can everybody stand up? I need to get you guys actively engaged here. Can we all just give Lisa Leslie a standing ovation, please? Thank you. Thank you for the old-time greats. You can sit down. I appreciate you guys indulging me for a second. You know, I got a chance to speak here last year, well, not here, in South Carolina last year, and I got a chance to talk to a lot of kids. And one of the things I want to talk to you guys about this afternoon are 2 words: preparation and work. Preparation and work. I'll give you a story about preparation and work. I got lucky enough to go to a school like Duke. When I was some of your ages, I wasn't the best player in the gym. I wasn't even one of the top players in my state. Matter of fact, I was always told about how small I was, how slow I was, how much I couldn't shoot, how I needed to be a better passer. And one of the things that I was doing is I was always trying to listen. If I heard a guy speaking, I didn't have my phone out texting. I wasn't talking to one of my friends. I was hungry. I was trying to prepare because everybody told me that I wasn't going to make it. I got lucky to go to Duke. I got lucky. Like Lisa said, one out of a million. I was a kid in the gym that nobody thought was going to make it. I ended up making it. So I get a chance to go to the Chicago Bulls. We're playing the Los Angeles Lakers in LA. Who in here knows Kobe Bryant? All you guys do, right? Battled injuries over the last 2 years. People think Kobe's crazy. Guess what? Kobe is crazy. Kobe is crazy. And I love it. And I love it. And I'll tell you why. 21 years old, first time to LA, never been to LA before in my life. Going into the Staples Center, the game's at 7. We have shoot around at 9 o'clock in the morning. We go through 2 hours of shoot around. After the shoot around's over, everybody from my team goes back to the hotel and takes a nap. A little pregame ritual. Guys will get in the bus around 4 o'clock to come to the gym. I had a little bit of craziness in me too, because like I told you, I was always the kid who was too slow. The kid that wasn't supposed to make it. And I did make it. So in order to make it, not only did I have to prepare, but I had to work. So, me being the crazy worker that I am, I decided, you know what? Instead of waiting for the 4 o'clock bus, I'm gonna take a taxi at 1 o'clock. And I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm gonna get up 350 made shots before the game. Because the one thing I wanted to do is when I step my foot on this court, I might be friends with all you guys. Because even happens now, I haven't played basketball in 12 years. If I still step on the court, I'll probably end up tearing the hamstring because I can't turn this switch off. I want to be the best at everything I do. And I will try to outwork you to whatever degree to prove to you and to prove to myself that I am the best. So I come to the gym to get up shots. By the time I get to the gym, I come out to the court, I sit in one of these courtside seats. It's around 2:15, I'm lacing up my sneakers. Guess who's already on the court? Oh, Kobe Bryant. Already on the court. Just not on the court though. He's already getting up game shots. Now, I don't know what you guys know about game shots, because I see some of you guys, when you guys come out to the court, you guys come out, nobody really stretches, take your first shot in the half court. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, another shot, half court, air ball. Right? Hey, what'd you do today, little Jimmy? I worked on my game today, Dad. Okay, sure you did, little Jimmy. When you watch Kobe come out, when he steps his foot across that line, there's a new person. There's a person that when he's not on the line, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Hey, good to see you. How's your family? When he steps his foot across that line, there's a different individual. There's a killer in his eyes. So I'm talking about he's out here with 4 managers, 4 guys who are his rebounders at the top of the key. Getting shots up, game speed. I'm sitting there watching in shock. Like it's 2:15 in the afternoon. Why's Kobe going so hard? I sit there and I watch him for 10 to 15, 20 minutes. I'm still in shock he's going that hard. Dead sweat, drenched in sweat, drenched in sweat. So I go through my routine. I get up 350 made shots. Okay? 350 made shots. Now I know some of you guys, when you come out to the gym, I got up 300 shots. I have made 350 shots. When I was done, I was in a good sweat. I sat down on the court. Guess who was finally closing down his workout? Finally, after I made 350 made shots, he was finally coming to an end of his workout. So now think about it from my perspective. I came onto the court, I sat courtside, I watched him work out for 20 minutes. I made 350 made shots, which took me about an hour and 20 minutes. I probably got up around 500 shots. When I was sitting back down courtside, he's finally in the cool down process of his workout. Now I sat there and looked at him and said, man, this dude is absolutely insane. There's no way he's gonna be able to play a game tonight at 7 o'clock. Man, Kobe dropped about 67 points in the second. And after the game was over, we're both in the locker room, coming out of the locker room, and I said, man, I can't understand where you get all that energy from. And I remember he said something to me, actually a guy, Eric Thomas, who's a great public speaker, says all the time. I want all of you guys to pay attention to this. In order to be something that you've never been, in order to do something that you've never done, in order to achieve something that you never achieved, you have to be willing to take it to a different level. It's a level that maybe people cannot understand. And you know what? If they can't understand it, that's okay. You don't need to prove it to them. All right? So when I talk about preparation and hard work, everybody wants to be great. But who in here is willing to put in the work to be great? So I have a question to all you guys, right? Who in here loves to work? Who in here loves to work? Because I want to see who the people are that are going to make it. The people that haven't raised their hand, if you want to be an NBA player or a WNBA player, your talent may take you to a certain degree, but you're never going to be able to get to that next level if you're not loving what you're doing, if you're not putting in the time to what you're doing. So, everybody wants to be an NBA player, right? Everybody wants to be a WNBA player. I love this part of the drill. My man right here, come on out here, big man. Oh yeah, we're gonna start calling. Who else wants to be great? Now, some people have raised their hands now. Some people got their hands down. Let's see. Nobody up in that area? Big man right there, come on. Yep. You're with the fade. That's cool. I like that. I haven't seen the fade in a minute.
Stand up. Stand up.
You up there with the visor on, because you're wearing a visor. You're right there with the headband. Come on, man. There you go. All right. We got some basketballs on the side. I need you guys to go grab some basketballs. So here's the beautiful thing about sports, right? We're here at Phillips Arena, the place where the Atlanta Hawks play. Give the Atlanta Hawks a round of applause, man. And the Hawks are back. One's gonna stand here. One's gonna stand there. One's gonna stand there. One's gonna stand over there. So, we have this great opportunity to play basketball in an arena that the Atlanta Hawks played in, right? A team that lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to LeBron James, one of the greatest players in the world, right? But in order to be great, you have to work to be great. So I'll tell you a great little story before we do this. I go to Houston after I get hurt, and I'll tell you that story in a minute. I get hurt in a really bad motorcycle accident. I spent over 3.5 months in the hospital. It takes me 1.5 years to learn how to walk again. It takes me another year to learn how to run again. And I come back to an NBA franchise. I was a second pick in the draft in 2003. And all of a sudden, when I was trying to come back to the NBA, trying to come back to the NBA in 2005, 2006, I got a different taste, right? All of a sudden now, I'm not being catered to. All of a sudden now, I'm coming up through the D League. So when I go to some of these workouts, some of these coaches are trying to break me because they're trying to see, okay, how much does Jay want? So we did one of these great drills in Houston, and it was a warm-up drill. And I'm gonna do it with them because I want you guys to understand how it is to work. Somebody throw me a basketball? Can you throw me a basketball? Number one, thank you. So one of the first things we did, and we'll be quick with this, I want you guys just to follow me, all right? We're gonna get warmed up real quick. So when you get warmed up, I want you to take the ball, put it above your head, and start smacking it as hard as you can. One hand to the other. There you go, smack it as hard as you can. The fact that you still have the visor on is very impressive. Very impressive, I just want you to know that. Not a lot of players come on the court to work out with the visor on, I like it. All right, keep slapping the ball. Now, here's the difference, right? The way you guys are slapping the ball. Stop the ball as hard as you can. Stop the ball as hard as you can. Get your hands loose. All right. Now the next drill, I want you guys to spread your legs. I want you to get down like you're sitting in a chair. And I want you to pound the ball through the ground. Pound the ball through the ground. Keep going. Keep your head up. Well, that's what I'm talking about. I like that. Now, let me hear you pound. Right hand. You gotta listen. Right hand. Now I want you guys to try to pound the ball through the ground. Pound it through the ground. Try to throw the ball through the ground. Through the ground. Every single dribble. As hard as you can. As hard as you can. Now switch over to your left hand. Pound your left hand as hard as you can through the ground. As hard as you can through the ground. Keep going. Here's one of the beautiful things about working out. Not a lot of people like things to hurt. Right? I see all these kids, they do these workouts, and you're like, oh man, after the workout's over, I'm like, how do you feel? I feel great, coach. How do you feel great? Well, obviously you weren't working that hard, right? So we keep repping it out. We keep going with the left hand. Because obviously some of you guys get to work with your left hand. Keep going, don't switch. It's supposed to burn. That's good. Now I want you to start crossing the ball back over from side to side. Side to side. Rock your body. Side to side. Rock your body from side to side. As fast as you can go. There you go. Now, I want you to start wrapping the ball around your ankles as fast as you can go. Wrap the ball around your ankle. Wrap the ball around your ankles as fast as you can go. You gotta be able to listen and then execute. It's the same way you're on the court, and the coach is over here, and you're bringing the ball up against LeBron James, and the coach is like, look at me, run the play. You gotta be able to pay attention. Put the ball around your waist. Around your waist now, as fast as you can.
It's amazing. Around
your head as fast as you can. Now, this is great. I'm not even, I promise you. I've been 12 years. Long time. Now I want you to start doing the mummy drill. Wrap the ball around your head, around your waist, around your ankles, back around your...
Look how you standing looking.
Let's go. Here we go. You guys saw me do it. You know what's happening. Now, I want you to start going as fast as you can. Now, haven't played basketball in 12 years. I'm not even an NBA player, walking with a limp.
He's right there. Yeah. Oh, he's trying to be, he's a level of good man. All right. So this is good for him.
There's a ball behind you. Who in here loves Steph Curry? I love Steph Curry. That boy can do some things with the ball, can't he? He can do some things, dancing, making Matthew Dellavedova ankle twist. It's great to watch. Who in here actually pays attention to NBA games before the game starts? When you see like the TNT, the ESPN coverage. You guys see when Steph Curry is on the side with 2 balls, just grabbing it out. You're like, man, he's going really hard. Because anything he can do with 1 ball, he can do it 2. So I want all you guys to grab the ball behind you. And the first thing I want you to do,
same stuff Tariq was doing in this drill this morning, all of it.
Here we go, as fast as you go.
All of it this morning.
Now, these are all the things, I know these are small things that you guys have probably done before, but I also want you guys to start doing things at game speed. It's one thing to be out here and just pound the ball to the ground. It's one thing to do it at game speed. Now, the next thing I want you to do is to change it up. Do a shotgun. You know what a shotgun is? Shotgun, make sure you keep your head up. Make sure you keep your head up. All right. Now the next thing, it's all about hand-eye coordination. Give it a try. Can't hurt to try it. Now when you guys watch Steph Curry do, he does it with ease, right? Because he was out here doing this stuff all the time. All of a sudden when you start working on your hand-eye coordination, you start doing drills like this, you don't pay attention to where the ball is when you're handling the basketball. And it's okay to mess up. You should mess up. You should keep trying. Keep giving you guys a couple more drills. Next one. It's okay. It's okay, you gotta give it a try. Nice, nice, you guys got it down. That looked easy. Let's do another one.
That's what TJ never done, ain't it?
He didn't do all the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah! Woo! Lisa, you might have beat your WNBA player right there.
It's crazy.
All right, you guys put the balls down. Give them a round of applause. You guys are good to go. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Still got the visor on. Thank you. There we go. So, we talk about preparation, right? We talk about hard work. I'm gonna give you the next version of the story. And I did this last year. This is by far my favorite part of my speech. Who in here wants to be an NBA player? Okay. My man right here. Yeah. No. Right next to him. There you go. Come on out here, man. Come on out. Come on, we did this last year. It's always my favorite part. So we talk about preparing, right? So, I feel like we live in an age now where people don't like to work hard, right? And parents make you feel it. Sometimes kids, you guys are like, oh, I want to be this. And then something happens, oh, I can't do it. Or sometimes kids want to do the bare minimum and they expect the grand achievement. Or sometimes I meet a lot of people who's like, oh, you know, I tried. It's fine that you tried. But can you look back on the experience and say, you know what? I gave that experience everything I had. Now, when I was younger, I was desperate to be an NBA player. I wanted to be an NBA player more than anything. Let me show you where my father showed me a little bit of a trick. Because when I was a little bit younger, I wasn't as engaged in school as I was later in my life. And this time my father caught my attention. What's your name, my man?
Robert.
Robert, okay, Robert. You want to be the first pick taken in the NBA draft, right?
Yes, sir.
2016, what's your last name? Robert Thompson. Mark. Robert Thompson. So, with the first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, you can't go to Golden State, just won a championship. Can you get a lesser team? Phoenix, I'm gonna give you a warm climate. Phoenix. The Phoenix Suns select Robert Thompson. Give him a round of applause. Robert Thompson, first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, right? Great. How bad do you want them?
Very bad.
How bad is very bad? There's no wrong answer here. Okay? He can't explain it. He wants it that bad. Here we go. Preparation to be great. How much money does the first pick in the NBA draft make?
Look.
5 million? No. Here's my thing. Everybody wants to be an NBA player.
Gotta know this.
Everybody wants to be the first pick in the draft.
Gotta know.
Don't look at your phones. I know how y'all Google so quick. Don't look at Instagram. Ain't no answers out there. But nobody knows how much money the first pick in the draft makes. $4.275 million. Okay? $4.275 million. So you just got drafted in the one pick in the draft, $4.25 million. $275 million, okay? Now, you just got a lot of money. June 25th, you got the hat on. I'm talking about you behind the desk. Oh, Robert Thompson, one of the best point guards I've ever seen. The next coming of Stephen Curry. The draft is over. What's the first thing you're gonna buy? Yeah, you gotta put some thought into it. $4.275 million is a lot of money.
What's the first thing you're gonna buy?
What's the first thing you're gonna buy?
TJ will be like secure.
He's gonna take care of his family. I like that, Robert, okay? Take care of your family, they got you there. You're gonna get your family a house? Okay. How much are you gonna spend on your family's house? $700,000? Okay. Phoenix is a little expensive now. It's a little expensive, so you want to get your family something nice, so you might want to come up a little bit. All right, now $1 million. All right. Now, you're gonna get your mom and dad a car, right? If they're in $1 million home, you can't let them pull up to the house in a Pinto, right? What kind of car are you gonna get your mom and dad? Woo!
BMW.
Let's get mom and dad a Lambo.
Oh, a Lambo.
Okay. That's about $250,000 a car.
Yeah, gone.
All right. Now, your mom and dad have a $1 million home in Phoenix. Your dad's driving a Lambo. Your mom's driving a Lambo.
Sorry, I recorded it.
Where are you living? That's a fair question, Robert. You're a grown man right now. You just got drafted. You're all over ESPN. You're ripped. You got money. Where are you gonna live? How much you gonna spend on your own crib? You can't spend less on your own crib than you spend on your mom's crib. It's not a good look. 1.3 million on his own crib. Okay. Robert's doing it good out there in Phoenix. All right, so 1.3.
Yeah.
All right. What kind of car are you gonna drive? Mom and Dad have a Lambo. A Bugatti. Get it, Robert. Bugatti.
Yeah.
Talking about 350,000 now.
Broke.
Okay. Now, you like to dress? I mean, you go to games, you see LeBron, you see Russell Westbrook when they come into games, right? I mean, they're stunning, right? They got on the good stuff. How much you gonna spend on your wardrobe? You gotta think about this. You're gonna be on TV every night. You're the first pick in the draft. You can't come in the game wearing Dockers.
Why not?
You guys couldn't hear me. He says he's gonna spend $800,000 on clothes. Now, in all fairness, if Robert goes out to the Louis Vuitton store, that's not difficult to do. Okay? So, Robert, you got your mom and dad a Lambo. You got your mom a $1 million house. How much does that cost? I said a Lambo is around $250,000 a piece. So we're at 1.5 million, right? You got yourself a home for 1.3 million. Okay, so now we're at 2.8 million. You got yourself a Bugatti. We'll do 300,000, okay? Now we're at 3.1 million. Now,
Wardrobe.
throw another 800,000 for your clothes, okay? Now we're at 3.9 million. Now, who in here has heard of the word tax? Right.
Oh yeah.
For you kids who don't like math, or you want to be a millionaire, the government, when you make over a certain amount of money, is almost entitled to half of what you make. So, Robert got drafted June 25th. He's already spent $3.9 million. Robert doesn't get paid his first check until October. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Robert's already spent $3.9 million. He doesn't get paid his first check until October. And the government takes half of your money. So realistically, when you have 4.275 million, you really only have 2.5 million that you can actually play with. For all you guys out there who don't like math, you understand that once you get drafted to the NBA, you get taxed in every city that you play in. So, when you guys hear Jay-Z talk about being his own boss, guess what? He took his level of knowledge to a different degree. He ran his own company. So, he's already spent so much money on his mom and dad. If he were to form his own company and make his mother and father employees of the company, he won't get taxed on most of that money he spent on his family. But without you paying attention in school, without you taking a vested interest in math, without you not having preparation for where you want to be, you may end up broke.
Yep.
And how about that? It's not Robert's fault. Give him a round of applause. Not his fault. Thank you. But that's my thing to all you guys. We talk about work. We talk about, are you doing what's necessary to take your game to a different level? Well, let me tell you where that kind of preparation helped me. I worked my tail off to become the second pick in the draft. I was in the gym early, I was in the gym late. Every time somebody said something negative about me, very much like Lisa, I had a memory dartboard. I would write it on the wall, and I would look at it, and it would motivate me. It would fuel me every day to be the best at what I was trying to do. I may not have been the best at that given time, but I would look at somebody who was better than me, and then I would look at the way they worked, and I would say, okay, I'm gonna outwork them, because they don't want it as bad as I want it. And I made it. But I want all you guys to pay attention to what I'm about to say. It took one mistake in my life that I threw my own dream away. I had a motorcycle, which I shouldn't have had. I was 21. I finally did make it. I was arrogant. I stopped listening to my mom and my dad. I thought people that were trying to control me. I wanted to be my own man. I wanted to do my own things with my own money. And I bought a bike, and I hit a utility pole going 75 miles an hour. That left me in the hospital almost paralyzed. I almost lost my left leg. 3.5 months in the hospital. And my life completely changed. So for all you guys, you start to prepare to be great. Maybe you're paying attention in school, you're getting good grades, which all of you should do, exactly for the reason that we just went through, about you wanting to be your own CEO one day. But I want all you guys to start thinking about the next level. When some of your friends are selling drugs on the corner, why even go stand by them? When some of your friends are talking about, hey, we're gonna go steal some stuff, why even be involved with them? When some of your friends are like, hey, try this joint, try this, let's do drugs. If you want to do what you've never done before, if you want to achieve what you've never achieved before, you have to be willing to be different. Be different. Thank you.
That was awesome.